and welcome to another episode of Ashaya Day Trip Productions. Today is Wednesday, May 28th of 2025. Just doing a little bit of a different vlog today. I didn't film any over the course of the Memorial Day weekend. We had a lot of rain, so there wasn't too much I could really do outside. Had some yard work I was going to do, but that didn't happen either. So I was kind of just bouncing off the walls, just trying to stay busy. Was really wanting to get outside, at least do some yard work over the holiday, but that just didn't quite work out. Been at work all day today, and it's been a trying day indeed, which is not uncommon for me at my place of employment. So I just want to kind of come out a little bit and just kind of decompress and just kind of walk around. Thinking about getting a little bite to eat here at someplace, so hopefully I could include a little bit of that in this video. But I am out here back out at Lake Bentonville. Go figure. Once again. Just gonna kind of step out a little bit and just kind of walk around. Just kind of see what the lake's looking like. Parking lot has a few cars in it, but it's not too bad, which is not, during the week, it's not too bad as far as parking out here. Although there's not a whole heck of a lot to it. Better than Lake Centerton though, so of course you have parking on the Osage Park side of things. Is where they have the food trucks and they have the fishing docks out there. Over on this end, we're more out towards the small airport, so if you like to watch planes take off and land, of course, while you do some fishing too. There is plenty of places out here to partake in that. So I'm just going to kind of step out for a little bit. We're just going to kind of see what we see. So let's roll. Kind of step out here and take a quick view at the lake down at this end. Don't come out here too often on this side. That right there is the Cafe Louis. And they have I think sandwiches and brunch and things of that nature. Of course, you got the airport up over there. And it's kind of looking around a little bit. Looks like we got some people out there doing a little fishing. So now I'll just kind of walk up this way and take a walk by the water. See if we see any lake creatures. I know it's starting to warm up again, so snakes are probably about ready to come out if they're not already. Yeah, looks like we got, those are kayaks or canoes right there. You can take a canoe or a kayak out in the water if you want to. No motorized boats. I don't believe anyway. At least last I heard. So we got this 37 North Expedition. One thing about this area, we do have outdoor enthusiasts. Usually bike riders, but we do have people that like doing the canoes on the water. And it looks like even though we had a whole bunch of rain, that the water is looking kind of low at the moment. It's about 74 degrees. I think it's almost 6 o'clock in the evening. There we go. And occasionally we get some of the fancy flying pilots out. See them every once and again. So I'm just, it's kind of more of an unplanned visit, so it's kind of out here in my work clothes. Put my hat on, just figured I'd just come out and hang out for a few minutes. See what we see as far as airplanes or what they're doing. This little spot right here is just kind of near the parking lot, right out here by this pipe sticking out of the water. I've been pretty lucky, or had some good luck catching a small catfish kind of right here in this area. Used to catch quite a few right here, but since they expanded the lake area, the fish got a little bit more place to hide, so it's a little bit more challenging. So I figured I'll just walk my way up this way just a little bit. Like I've done a few times before. Just trying to kill a little bit of time, just wait for the traffic to kind of die down a little bit. Gonna see if I can't find a nice place to get something to eat. Still gonna kind of walk and talk a little bit. It's kind of my thoughts on the future of this channel. I will, of course, be continuing. Initially, when I started this channel, it was pretty much just going to be going to different places and, you know, just seeing things, which is certainly going to continue to be the goal. But it's not realistic for me to expect to get out necessarily every weekend to a different place per se. You know, something that's a little bit more of a drive, or something that's outdoors. Weather happens, and there are things I have to take care of, yada yada yada. So that means I'm going to have to get a little bit more creative. Kind of change my mindset when it comes to doing these type of videos. When I first started doing this channel, it wasn't like I said, when I first started, it wasn't necessarily going to be about me. It was just going to be about different places. But I figured at this point, I might want to kind of just include some of my thoughts on some things as time goes on. course, I will also continue checking out the parks and all that good stuff. Since we've had some bad weather, tornadoes and such this past year, matter of fact, Memorial Day was the 1-year anniversary of some serious tornadoes that came through the Rogers area and as well as other parts of northwest Arkansas. So some of our state parks are still trying to rebuild, and kind of clean up the areas a little bit. So that's been kind of on my mind as far as going to different state parks in the area. But I think certainly probably here in a couple months I'll be heading back out to a few of the outdoor parks. Just kind of standing here. I don't know what that noise is. You've got airplanes, and that's I Street right there, so it's a busy road. Maybe we got something kind of making a noise out here. Not quite sure what animal that is, but there is that. Huh. Anyway, so that little short little, hear it? Don't know what that is, but anyway, so just kind of walking that little path right there just kind of brings you back up around to the parking lot. That's the entrance from I Street. Got a little bunny. I got plenty of those little suckers in my backyard right now. Yeah, of course we got our little pieces of artwork out all throughout the lake area here. So that right there, that's just the other side of the Cafe Louise, and then right there there's a playground for the kids. So if you got kids, you know, might be a nice place to come out. Usually that parking lot can be pretty full, but I think you could probably park more down on the where Cafe Louise is, I think. So you probably find plenty of parking out there. So I think it's about that time to get a bite to eat. Not quite sure where I'm gonna go just yet. Got a few ideas in mind. It's like traffic's still moving along pretty good. One thing about this area of Bentonville, you know, certain times of the day there's a lot of traffic, but once after, you know, say after like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, you know, it starts to die down pretty good. Of course, in the morning, you know, probably about, you know, anywhere from 8 o'clock to, well, maybe from 7 to 8:30 or so, you know, roads can be crowded. Schools are now out for the summer, so that really helps as far as the traffic in the mornings. Makes a big difference. You can definitely tell the difference. So now I have moved up the road just a little ways. I am back out here at the Centerton Lake area. Just want to kind of stop by out here. I did notice that they were doing a little bit of construction, and they're actually doing a little construction on the road up there. But it looks like now they have put a cover up over the playground. So that's pretty cool for the kids, you know, so that way they won't get so hot being out in the sun. And as I move over this way, I see that they do have the splash pad is up and going. And looks like they do have quite a bit of water flowing up there, so that's pretty cool, you know, for little kids to come out and just kind of enjoy. Of course, they do have seating areas out there too, so that way you kind of keep an eye on them and keep an eye on your kiddos, make sure that they're doing okay. So I haven't really stopped and got anything to eat yet. I do have a place in mind, a place I haven't been to before. So I might head up there. Here it's pretty close by. It's just pretty much up in this area over here. This is the little, what do they call that? Strip mall, I guess. You know, where you have Wendy's is up front there. And then we have a barbecue restaurant that I might want to kind of check out a little bit. Just kind of want to step off out here, just because, one, I was kind of curious to know what they were working on up there as far as the playground. But also, like I said, they are doing a little bit of road work up there, so the road is just a little, I think it's, I'm not for sure the name of, I think it's Allen Road. Or Allen Street or something like that, that just kind of runs up here. So they're doing construction on that. I'm kind of curious to know maybe if they're going to maybe put in a little bit more of a parking lot, because there is just absolutely very little parking around this lake, which I totally don't understand why they did that. You know, I know that Centerton, you know, it's a little small, I guess, but it's growing, and it's a lot bigger than what it used to be, and it's still growing. So hopefully they might put in a little bit better, more parking, which is really needed. It's a nice little, you know, it's not too big out here, but you know, you got a nice look. Of course, I've walked up here a few times before, but you know, you got a nice little pathway, and then you have like the disc golf course and all that, and of course with the splash pad and the playground over there. So yeah, I just kind of want to stop by here real quick, since it's kind of on the way to a little barbecue place up here, and don't know the name of this barbecue place, but I'm about ready to go find out. So it's gonna I'm just gonna kind of drive up there and just gonna kind of check it out. Just gonna see what they got. So here's the little Grill and Smokehouse. This is Dave's Grill and Smokehouse. Here at 574, maybe the Centerton Boulevard, which is just right there, and of course it's just right off of Allen Road or Street, whatever it is. And there's also like a chiropractor out here, and then there's an insurance place. So, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. There's also a Moe's Grill that's just kind of like right there in front, and of course the Wendy's is back off that way. So I'm just going to kind of step over here real quick and just let you know what their hours are. Right now, it's probably, I think it's about 6:30 or so, thereabouts. So let's just kind of step over here and see what their hours are. They are open Monday through Sunday, so they're open 7 days a week. Monday through Friday, they're open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And Saturday, they're open from 7 a.m. to 8. And Sunday it's from 7 a.m. to 7, and I'm going to assume that that is from a.m. to p.m., which is kind of weird for a smokehouse, but there you go. Kind of walk in, just kind of see what their menu is looking like. And over here they let you know what today's special is. Like they got, looks like they have like omelets and all that, meatloaf, mashed potatoes, It's kind of hard to see what the sun is in, so I'm just going to kind of walk it in, just kind of check it out. So alright, so that didn't take long at all. I went ahead and went with the meatloaf dinner. It's the Wednesday night special. And I believe this was like $11. I also got like a Coke as well to drink. It smells good. It looks good. Didn't take too long at all. It's probably about a 15-minute wait. So right now I'm just going to kind of dig in, see what it tastes like. Very good. Very good. Mashed potato. Come with green beans. They also have the option of corn, so you can either get green beans or corn. Of course, you got some toast. So, just finished up my dinner for the evening, and I gotta say, it is a pretty good meatloaf. This is their Wednesday night special. They have meatloaf, and it was really good. Of course, I didn't eat it all, so I do have a little take-home container, so that way I can have probably dinner for a night or two. Wasn't real busy tonight, but it is very nice inside. So it's where I was sitting at, kind of sitting back in the corner by the window where the in a booth. Little chilly back there, but not too bad at all. It's kind of, I think I was sitting underneath the AC unit. So altogether, the dinner plus the drink was, I think, $15.64, I do believe, to be exact. I left a $5 tip, so so it came out to $20 and some change. So I just want to kind of say right here that this is probably going to be something a little bit more that I'm going to do. I've been kind of thinking about it for a while, just kind of maybe going out to different places in the area of Bentonville and Centerton and Rogers. Want to try to do something that's not really a big chain or anything like that, something a little bit more kind of mama pop, whatever it is you want to call it. Of course, I don't know what's a chain, what's not anymore. It's not something I really keep up with too much as far as food goes. But I do highly recommend this place. You know, it's good food. You know, they give you plenty of it for the price, so that's real neat. And so, just as I said, it is kind of just off of Allen. I think it's Allen Street. I could be wrong. It's either street or road or something like that. But it's on the corner of Allen and Centerton Boulevard, and it's behind where the Moe's is at, and of course where Rundy's is at over there, and it's right by the lake, which is just down that way. So right now, I think I'm going to just kind of head back to the house and just kind of unwind for a minute, just kind of relax, I guess, for that night as much as I can. So I do hope you enjoy these videos. Please subscribe. I will be doing more videos. Of course, I will say right now that I will be out of town for the day this weekend. Got a place where I'm headed to. I might have to change my itinerary up just a little bit as far as what I have planned. Just the bad weather kind of screws me up for the week. But, so stay tuned for that, so please subscribe. So that's gonna do it all for me today. Until next time. Bye.